Hi, this is Angelique Goddess, and this is the weekly reading for the week of the 30th of March 2020. Now, I've just literally drawn these cards a few minutes ago and I've already received some messages, so I'm just going to start the video and channel as I look at the cards. Now, the first cards that I've drawn, they're very much about Mother Earth and the planet and what's happening on. I'm getting the spiritual realm. At first, I very much was feeling the, I suppose, the energy of the planet. And see, this is what we're needing to do, is go outside. We're needing to connect with the planet right now, with nature, with Mother Gaia. She is sending us a message, and it's a very cruel one, but it's what is needed to make the change. What we were doing as a society, as people, as human beings on this planet has been unacceptable, and now this is the time to reset, and this is the time to start new. And what she's doing for us, for the greater good. Not just for us, but she has to put herself first. And what we're needing to do right now is to go outside and connect with her. So I feel that and that's the third eye, which I'm about to go into. I'm picking up so much about the third eye, and that is, I'll get into, I'm kind of going ahead now. I'm getting so many messages. So I'm really encouraging you all to take advantage of the time that when you are going outside, you're leaving your house out of isolation, is to go out in nature, do your exercise out in nature. I did that yesterday and I just felt so connected, and I always do feel so connected but it was a different type of connection. It was where I felt like all my senses were just connecting so much to the birds that I was listening to, and the grass on my skin. It's like it was very much like a heightened feeling towards nature yesterday, and that's what I'm actually picking up right now, is that we need to connect to Mother Earth, because she is forcing us to vibrate higher. And so there's a really big connection with the humans and the planet right now, with planet Earth, because this is happening because of what has been done to Mother Gaia. So we need to connect back with her in order to re-establish this new phase that we are going in, and this is what I keep on picking up. This is cycles and rhythms. This isn't the first time. This is the first time that we have seen in our lifetime something like this. But throughout human history and throughout evolution, this is just one of many examples of cycles that happen in order to ascend and to go different. I'm picking up different. We need to navigate new now. This is a whole brand new plane space. It's hard to get the words out. I'm just getting so much energy. We are experiencing a whole new, I want to say game, but yeah, well, it is a game. We're on the Matrix. That is a game. Playing field. We're experiencing a whole new playing field, and we need to adapt and change with that. And so this is just a reset. This is a brand new cycle that we're going through. So these cards here that I am getting, and that's fertility. That is the rebirth. That is Mother Gaia rebirthing a new cycle for us. So these cards really are just not validating, but just it's kind of what we're going through now, and what what I was picking up previously. Now the other cards is kind of what we're going to be experiencing, and that is a lot of people are coming online now. They're coming over to and also those that were resisting the change, that were resisting, to bring up higher consciousness. I feel their third eye is really, I'm picking up like a burning sensation in their third eye. So their guides are forcing them now. I was like, they're being forced to see images, and I think what's happening in dream state, is that they are sorry, oh my god, I'm getting so much energy. This is it's very hard to articulate when there's so much energy is coming at you. And then, you know, my own fear with being on camera is just, okay, so the resistance that those who haven't come online yet, that they have been feeling, and it's been building up for some time, it's they're dealing with their own crisis because they're still stuck in the matrix, they're still stuck in the 3D thinking. But when they go into their dream state, they're seeing all these images, and they've been forced to now. They're cyclically being forced to come to higher states, and those downloads have been coming through into their dream state. It happens to all of us, but it's becoming really strong for them, and it's actually quite disturbing. Like, it's actually, I'm being reminded of, I've done ayahuasca. I did that 2 years ago in Peru, and anyone that knows about ayahuasca, it's hardcore. That's to say the least. It is psychologically painful, and I'm picking up the those that have resisted. Now they're going through the psychological pain of having to raise their vibration and go to new levels. So that's kind of what I'm picking up now. And there's just this burning, and it just shows in this card as well. This is awareness, and just the third eye. I've actually just seen that's fire there. So that's probably more that's the crown chakra, but the crown, the third eye, and the crown chakra are connected. So this is just all about the awareness, and this is the third eye here. I don't know if you can see it there, the third eye. I also am picking up with this card that a lot of people are going to, those that aren't connected into the spiritual world, they are going to seek spiritual maladies like Buddhism or religion, or I don't even think religion's really going to quite cut it. I'm getting the words, religion's not going to cut it for people anymore that are seeking something new. They're going to be looking for anything spiritual to help them navigate what's going on. So and it's all within us, and that's what I'm getting when I'm that's what I'm getting when I'm looking at this card, is that source and spirit is within us. And I'm going to be, as part of this channel, I'm going to be doing some guided meditations as well. So that's something to look forward to. And with those guided meditations, what my intention is for us to not just be able to master our mind and master our emotions through the practice of meditation, but that is to seek the guidance and the knowledge and the and what we need to know through ourselves, and that's obviously all coming from source. So so I'll be doing meditation videos on here, and that's just some of the things I'll be doing on this channel. Anyway, so getting back to the reading, this card here, I'm just seeing the green, so the heart chakra card and the card that I just shown, the spiritual strength, they're connecting with me. It's not just the color, but it's the heart. People are in pain right now, and in order to soothe that pain, I actually just talked about it just briefly in the video I just did previous to this one. It's so easy for people to go to drugs, alcohol, anything that's going to sedate that pain, any type of mind-numbing substance or whatever it is. Doesn't have to be substance. It can be gambling. It can be love, sex, shopping. It can be anything. So whatever that is that people are trying to alleviate that pain. Those that are coming online, or those that are raised up to the higher levels of consciousness, they will be seeking more guidance from a higher power, or from from the universe. So whether that be through spiritual teachings, or even just going on YouTube and watching videos like of people like myself. So there is going to be there's going to be a whole new wave of spiritual seekers. I just got that so strongly. That is pretty much sums up what I was just talking about. There is going to be a whole new wave of spiritual seekers, and that is those that have been forced to come to this side because the pain is so great. Sometimes when there's so much, when there's so much resistance and the pain just gets so great, there needs to be that surrender. And I feel that that's what's happening there for those people. I'm actually going to do a few cards because I feel that this reading that I'm doing right now, specifically for a one group of people, and those people, they're telling me right now, thank you. Those people are very important in this ascendance because they can either go one way or the other. They can either stay in the matrix or they can come to the higher states of consciousness, and we want everyone to be coming to a higher states of consciousness because that is what is going to propel the planet and propel the world to the light and to the light forces and good, to the good, basically to the good of all. So that group of people are so important right now. So if you have friends, if you know anyone that's really just having a lot of trouble navigating, and that's pretty much like so much of the population right now, millions of people have lost their jobs, there's going to be so much mental health issues that come with all of this, so many knock-on effects, societal issues that are going to be coming up with this, the economic ramifications of what is happening with this virus. So I can see now why I'm picking up so strongly about this group of people. So if you are someone, and because you're watching this video, if you are someone that's spiritual, and you are, because you are watching this video, give them information. Just recommend a book, share a video, share one of my YouTube videos, if not mine, a trusted spiritual teacher, anything that will bring them over, because they're needing guidance right now, and they don't know how to access that themselves. And the end card is victory and success. So yeah, we all need to come together to assist and help each other, but this particular set and group of people are so vital in the next ascendant of what we're going through. And really, when you think about it, that is most of society. They are in the 3D matrix. So yeah, it's not just a small group of people that I'm picking up on. It's the 3D world, really, the people that are living in the 3D state consciousness. So we need to be able to assist them. We've gone through the pain and the dark night of the soul and everything that's required to be able to get to this state of consciousness that we're in, and that we're always trying to take to another level. We need to assist them now. This is our time to give back what we have been given. Yes, it was painful, and yes, it wasn't just given to us on a silver platter, but we need to help them through this stage, because they are an important part of this new of this new cycle that we're going through now. Okay, I'm just going to draw the cards, because I feel that was definitely for the 3D matrix, people of the 3D matrix. So I'm really just wanting to see what else we've got. Okay. They're not really wanting me to know much outside of the isolation. When I first drew the cards, I was just like, when is it going to be over? I didn't say it like that, but that's kind of like that was the energy that I was a little bit coming out of, like, not like that. It was more like, I want to know when this is going to be over. So they just gave me the answer, like that was half an hour ago I did that, and just gave me the answer. They're only going to tell me this time frame, and that's us going through isolation. But this is not, I don't like to use the word isolation, because like I've said multiple times now, in this window of time we're able to access consciousness like we've never been able to before. They're only going to give me information in that window of time. So let me just have a look. Okay, emotional loss, solitude. Okay, all right, emotional loss. Okay, so this is what we've all gone through. We've had to grieve, and people are still grieving. Those that have not accepted what's happened. There's a lot. I'm feeling it right now. There's so much loss and sadness. Obviously, there's loss and sadness of what is happening, to people passing away and dying practically, and being sick, and the fear of loved ones getting sick. But there's a huge sense of loss that people quite haven't fathomed yet of their life the way it was before. I feel that people are mourning the loss of their social life right now, and their life that they know, because they're being isolated. But there's a low level sadness that hasn't quite come to the consciousness, because it's the world is still in a state of shock. But there's going to be there's going to be a grieving of the way things were. It's that human nature of being comfortable in what we know and not wanting to change, because that's human nature, is we're not wanting to change. There's going to be this loss of that we're going to go through, this grievance stage of how our lives were before, which is totally normal, because that was how we were living. This was a decision that was made, wasn't made for us. So how painful and how long you feel this loss is completely and entirely up to you. It is about accepting what has happened, and then it's all about the acceptance. This is going to be a worldwide feeling. There's particular countries that are going to feel it more than others, because their lives have been disturbed even more. But because it's being felt on such a large level, it's going to escalate. It's going to be kind of at an equilibrium level, because the world's energy, the vibration of this grieving, of this loss is going to be it's sad, but like I said, acceptance. You need to accept that it's happened. Your life is not going to be the way it was ever again, and moving forward. And that's where we've got foundations and achievements. So just before I move on, acceptance, there is a prayer that helps me so much of acceptance, and that is, acceptance is the answer to all my problems today. If I am disturbed by people, places, or things, or an environment, it is because there is something within me that has deemed unacceptable. So by accepting what is, that is when you're able to no longer be in pain. And this is so many spiritual beliefs talk about acceptance. But yeah, for what we're about to go through, acceptance, can't recommend that enough. It has helped change my life. I might even do, actually, you know what, I feel like I need to talk about acceptance more. So I don't want to talk about it more, because there's more to talk about here. So I think I might actually do a whole new I'll do a whole new video on acceptance. I think it's going to be so important for what we're about to go through of the mourning and the loss of our old lives. It's going to be a bit like a part of us. I feel it in my heart. I really do. It's going to be a part of us we feel like that we have lost. But that's okay, because once we've grieved it, we're able to move on and feel that, you know, and to let that go and bring in the new and the change, because going again, that's the old cycle. We're grieving the old cycle, and we're going into the new. So, and that's where I'm picking up, God, this is just, yeah, that just totally ties into the old cycle and the new cycle. Now that's the foundation achievements. This gives you the opportunity now to create a whole new life where other limitations, it's because we are resetting. We have the opportunity now to not be held back by old beliefs, not be held back by old anything that was like old and just self-limiting and not serving. We can start new, and that's the foundation. We can start a whole new foundation where like the world is being reborn. We are being reborn. Like Mother Gaia is being reborn. So because Mother Gaia is being reborn, we are being reborn. So the foundation and achievements, so you're starting from a whole new playing field. How do you want to live your life now? What is it you want in life? But look at it from a whole new perspective. What do I want? Don't draw on like what I wanted before. Obviously look at that and look inside and be like, is that what I want anymore? Did I want that career? Do I want that career anymore? So really you're asking yourself some really big questions about what you want, because you have because we have raised our consciousness, and a lot of people have lowered their consciousness, but we are, you know, because of the fear and everything that's going on, we have the opportunity now to start whole new fresh life start for ourselves. And it's about asking ourselves the big questions. What do I want? But what do I want? Not what I think I should do. So I don't feel like I should really go on about that too much. But it's very important. But I feel that you know what you need to do to know what's going to make you happy, and that's asking those big questions. I'm not going to go on about that too much. And that's the solitude. That's basically what we're going in now. I feel that this is another solitude though. This is a self-imposed solitude, I feel. I feel that it's really going on from what I was just saying. Asking yourself those questions about what do I want now? What's going to make me happy? And then you're going to go within and really search the answers. And that's kind of where she's looking at the book and, you know, finding out knowledge and information. But you're doing that within, and you're doing that not from, you know, like the government imposed isolation. You're doing that from your own self-imposed isolation about going within. So whether I see I don't think this is so much right now. I think this could be all those that have, for a lot of people, this isn't going to be right now. For some people, this is going to be now. And it really depends on where you are in your consciousness. So I have gone through this myself, actually. Now I'm just kind of looking at it from, you know, an inside perspective, my perspective. Yeah, look, I've had to really kind of just grieve things myself. And I've had to look at, and it's funny, it's a family here, because I'm kind of like, that's kind of like something that I have had so much resistance on. But, you know, now I'm kind of like, you know, my whole belief system is changing now. So, sorry, I'm kind of going on a tangent then, but I just really related to that there. So, and then discontent and boredom. Okay, those that don't do this work that I just mentioned, or something even similar, like, don't take it from me that what I say goes. Obviously, you're watching this channel and I'm channeling messages. I believe this is going to come from my perspective and the perspective of that I'm getting from my guides. So I'm not saying that I'm God and you need to listen to me. Not at all. I'm saying that everything I'm saying on here is from my perspective and the perspective that I'm getting from my guides. So by not doing the work, one is going to be placed in this kind of just, really like just this no hope situation. And that is what a lot of people are going through right now. Don't get me wrong. I feel that will continue unless changes aren't made to people's thinking, to people's spiritual, emotional, and mental health. Hang on, I don't want to say health, state, because this is on a spiritual. So if people aren't making the changes to their emotional, spiritual, and mental states, they will be going through not so much discontent and boredom. It's more what you get like it's more like the escalated feelings that you get from this, which is depression, anxiety, no hope. I hate to say the word, but suicidal thoughts. Yeah, we're going through a reset time now, and those that aren't resetting and living in the old way that things were, there's a reason why we're going through this right now, and that's because things needed to change. People that still want to stay stuck in the old way, they are going to be going through a lot of what I just mentioned: the depression, the anxiety, the suicidal thoughts, and that is because they are staying in the old, they're staying in the past. It's not from a time perspective, it's from a soul perspective. Their soul wants something, their soul needs something new, and that's because their soul is connected to Mother Gaia, and they're not connected to their soul. So we are going to see a lot of what I just mentioned, is that discontent and boredom, which is, ultimate suicidal thoughts, that type of escalation. So that is where we need to come in, and we need to help those. That's what I was talking about, is helping those that are staying stuck in this 3D reality. And I talked about that in my last video just now, is we need to be positive and help raise the vibration of people around us that are really feeling the effects of this of this climate that we're going through. So I'll just draw another card. I'll see if there's anything else coming through. Two cards. Okay, so we've got the Justice and 10 of Cups. Okay. Yeah. So love, definitely picking up. This is very much like, I don't think it's like a relationship card. It's more love and justice. So justice, love, and love is God. God is love. We are love. Everything is one. Love, and I haven't actually said this, but light will prevail. What we're happening is the darkness and the light are kind of just going, and like they've been in this spiritual war for some time, and now it's just being manifested in the physical reality, in the 3D reality. But I've known that the light will prevail, and that's kind of just summing up what I've been thinking, and I haven't actually put on this channel, is that love is light. That's the light. That's the good. That's the consciousness. It will prevail over the dark, and I already knew that, but that's just a beautiful little message to end that off with. And that's, I'm really feeling that really strongly there. So so thank you so much, and I'm going to be doing a lot more content. I'm going to be advertising these, not advertising, but putting these videos out through on social media as well. So please share, like, put notifications on so you can get my videos. Any support would mean so much, and I hope you're all doing well, and take care. All right, bye.